the last thing that's on this wish list, but the most important thing that's on this wish list. I will give up every roll of washi tape that I have. Hey there crew, it's Mark from Men Who Bullet. Thanks for hanging out with me today as we peek inside of our magical crystal ball and make some predictions about what's next for Archer and Olive. I have some predictions based off of the patterns I've seen from them in the past, specifically with things we've seen inside of subscription boxes that make it out into the real world. And I also have a list of wish list items, both from myself and from the community that I've gathered as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. We've got predictions, we've got wish list items. What's next for Archer and Olive? Okay, my first prediction, if things we're going to see in the very near future from Archer and Olive, is going to be more wax seals. These were such a huge hit in that last subscription box. I was surprised. I was not expecting this. This has been a fan request for so long. I think every subscription box that we've gotten, someone says, is that a wax kit? Wait, is that the wax stamp? Oh, wait, is this? And we get so excited. Think back a few subscription boxes ago, we got that little wax seal and we thought this is it. It is time. We're getting wax seals, and we didn't get it. It was just a little sticker. But this last subscription box, when we got this, we were so happy and everyone was so excited about it. I can almost guarantee that we're going to see more of these in the very near future. All right, my second prediction is that we're going to see more storage containers or reusable containers from Archer and Olive. And the reason I say this is, again, that last subscription box had this really great tin inside of it, but right before they released that subscription box, we also got this tin from Amanda Rach Lee and Archer and Olive for her acrylograph sets, right? Everything came in here and people were so excited because there was all these other great ideas that you could reuse this box for. I've mentioned it in the past, but Bonnie has said many times that she wants to try to reduce how much plastic and other things are inside of her packaging. We actually saw that very recently in the Amanda Rach Lee box, where instead of using styrofoam or other materials, she was using paper to hold all of the pens in place. We've also seen a lot of styrofoam and plastic removed from a lot of products as well. I don't know exactly what that's going to look like. I think there's only so many storage boxes a person can own, but I would also say there's only so many notebooks a person can own, and we have over 150. So yeah, I think we're gonna get more storage boxes in the near future. All right, my next prediction is that we're going to see more faux leather covers from Archer and Olive. This is another thing that was in the subscription box. I just feel like when they start to sprinkle these things in, we start to get like little hints that like this is coming. They want to see how we're going to react. Everyone loved the faux cover for this traveler size notebook. It was well made, it looks awesome, and it protects your notebooks, and it's also different than the plastic covers. Personally, not a huge fan, but when you're dealing with canvas covers, it is really nice. So many of my notebooks have like schmutz on them and it doesn't look very nice. So having a cool cover like this looks awesome versus the plastic one. So I think we're going to see a lot more of these in the very near future. My next prediction is that we're going to see another resurgence of acrylograph pens. For the past few subscription boxes and past releases, the Colligraph brush pens have been very popular. They've really been pushing those and getting those out there. But in this recent subscription box, we got some more acrylographs. Acrylographs has been a staple of Archer and Olive for a very long time. I was just watching my old video actually about acrylographs when they first came out, and they've been making small updates to them over time to make them better or generally more accessible as well. I was thinking back because some of my favorite acrylographs that we have that 3mm tip, and for a long time they were selling those separately. You had to buy either the 3mm tip or the 0.7 tip, and then recently they're like, hey, by the way, you can use a 3mm tip inside of the 0.7 tip. It's just a thicker top, and you're like, oh, okay. And there are only so many colors, I guess, in the rainbow that you can pick, or small variants, especially in the spoiler groups. I always see anytime new pens come out, people are like, do we have this color already? This kind of looks like this. Wait, why does this pen go inside of this kit? There's going to be duplicates. There's just colors, only so many of them, like I said. So I'm hoping to see more cool things come from the acrylographs in the very near future, whether they're kits, whether they're new colors, or kind of mixing those things together. My next prediction is we're going to see a lot more of kind of office stationery accessories coming. The past few subscription boxes have included some cool clips. We've had little like dangly paper clips. We got some book inserts. I think that's going to continue to expand. I think a lot of people really love those type of accessories. Personally, for me, I think that they can be a little bit expensive individually. I've liked seeing them a part of subscription boxes, but I don't know that I would pay, $8 for a set of 3 of these little clippy deals. but I think they are going to find a way maybe to bring some of those cool designs to us, or maybe they're just going to keep them a little bit more expensive. Since this is a premium brand, paying a little bit more for some smaller, hand-picked stationery items might be more the direction that they're going with it, but I can almost guarantee we're going to see a lot more office stationery from Archer & Olive in the very near future. I've also been thinking about a handful of other things we might see from them in the near future that go along with notebooks and kind of that other stationery deal. We saw them release the ruler recently that had the line spacing in it. This is replacing the paper version that was coming inside of notebooks. I want to say that I feel like soon we should be able to see something like small scissors. They have a lot of washi tape that's out there. We're dealing with a lot of stickers and things like that now. And I think having like small little clip, those little tiny like craft scissors would be something very cool to see from them. That way you can easily cut washi tape, you could cut stickers, you could cut out things inside of the notebook. So kind of more precision type scissors from Archer & Olive. And how cool would that be to have like a printed Archer & Olive pair of scissors? Like, that's pretty neat. I actually asked the community, what are some things that you would like to see from Archer & Olive? And here's a handful of things. This is a wish list from the community, if you will, that we got as answers to that question. One of the first things that someone said is they would love to see a Neapolitan square notebook. We've seen plenty of Neapolitan notebooks. We have square notebooks are coming back in popularity, which I'm very excited about. So let's put those two things together and have a cool square Neapolitan notebook. I'm all about that. I think that's a fantastic idea. I am a big fan of clear stamps. You all know this. How excited was I when I saw them in that very first subscription box? And we've had all these series come out since, but we haven't had anything new recently. And I would love to get some more stamps from them. Now, we have a lot of planner stamps and other things like that. Some of my favorites are actually the duplicates of some of the cover designs that we've seen. We have so many cool notebook cover designs over the years. I would love to see some clear stamps that match those along with future releases as well. I also got another comment that said they would love to see an RPG fantasy collection. Now, Bonnie is a big fan of Dungeons & Dragons and some other games like that, so it would be only natural that she would come out with something like that, right? So I think it would be cool to see some things maybe like weapons or shields or kind of something in that realm that would go along with that. I'm sure a lot of people would love to have a gaming journal with that, whether they're playing Dungeons & Dragons or other games where they're writing out what's going on or even keeping track of themselves as well. I think that would be a really cool idea to get some of those in the near future for some notebook cover designs. I did see a number of comments around more covers for notebooks, specifically for B5. We have covers for almost every other size except for square. I don't think we have one of those yet, but B5 would be great. My current notebook right now, like I said, has some schmutz on the top of that, and I can't exactly get it off. Maybe if I had a cool cover, that would go well. If we go back to my prediction earlier, I said that I feel like we're going to see more covers, but made out of premium materials, and I would be all about that. I don't know that I want to cover my B5 with like a plastic or like a sprinkly or like sparkly thing, like something maybe a little bit more professional for some of these notebooks. If you're using this in the workplace or a place where you have to kind of step it up a little bit, you can have your favorite notebook cover, but also have a really nice design if you want to look a little bit more professional. Both myself and the community would love to see more sketchbooks come from Archer & Olive, so really any type of notebook, but with just blank pages. We love Dot Grid, it's fantastic. We saw more inclusion of lined journals. I think having blank journals in the future would be great as well, and that way if you want to do something different, an art journal, general sketches or whatever, you have the opportunity, but it falls in line with all of the other releases that they have. So maybe that's having Dot Grid lined and blank notebooks for different releases, depending on the notebook. I feel like that might be kind of expensive. I don't know what it costs to make a notebook. I've been hearing about this for years, but we are dying for some official Archer & Olive acrylograph storage container. Whether that's a shelf, a box, a holder, whatever it might be, that is a huge wish list item that I know I would love to see, and I know the community is dying for as well. There have been a lot of things shared over the years that people are finding at Muji or other stores like that. Archer & Olive, it is time to come out with your own branded. We need to know that it is backed and supported by Archer & Olive. All right, the last thing that's on this wish list, but the most important thing that's on this wish list, I will give up every roll of washi tape that I have. I don't really use washi tape, so it's okay. But I will give up those if I can get numbered pages inside of the Archer & Olive notebooks. I have wanted this for so long. So long. It would make things so great. It is such a luxury to have numbered pages, and we have a ton of notebook companies out there doing that. And for a luxury brand, I think it makes sense to have numbered pages in your notebooks. Maybe not all of them, right? I will take maybe just a small selection of them or the option to add them. I don't know what goes into notebook production. I've made that clear. But I think having page numbers would just be, it would make these notebooks, like they're already great, but like it would go like greater if we had numbered pages inside of it. I'll still make my own index. I don't care about that, but numbered pages, please. All right, so those are all my predictions and all of our wish list items from the community for future Archer and Olive items. I cannot wait to see what's next for Archer and Olive. Their fall collection is coming out. We have Halloween coming up. Oh my gosh, even talk about Halloween. We need more Halloween stuff too. Add it to the list. Just subscription boxes, all these great things that we're going to see. So hopefully we'll see some of these items. It'll be interesting to look back on this video and see what comes true. Now don't forget, if you're ever interested in purchasing anything from Archer and Olive, I gotta kick this in here. You can use my discount code, which is menwhobullet10, and that gets you 10% off any of the items from Archer and Olive. Not the subscription boxes though, but I think other things do. In the past, they haven't been letting you kind of pile on these discount codes, and I understand it's a business, but recently they've been really looking out for their affiliates. So even on those big, huge sales that they've been having, they've also been allowing you to use affiliate codes as a really great way to just help celebrate affiliates as a whole, but also give you extra money. I've been saying it recently. It's like save more money to get more things. It doesn't make sense financially, but in our heart, it makes us very happy. If you have anything that you've been predicting or you want to see from Archer and Olive, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you and hear your cool ideas, because we're gonna get some stuff made, I think, if we keep this conversation going. I'll talk to you later, crew. Have a great one. See ya.